Hey, it's me, Laura. So, I am originally from Minnesota, and when I was up north, I went to a private school. So I thought I might talk to you guys about private schools in Grayson County. So I'm going to put a link right below the video, possibly right above it, or maybe to each side of it, depending on the media that you're watching it on, so that you can see what private schools are here in Grayson County. But when I lived up north, the school was called Fourth Baptist Christian Day School, but I do believe it's just called Fourth Baptist Christian School now. And they're still available up there. And I remember that school quite well. And Mrs. White was one of my teachers. And we memorized poems. So I don't know if they memorize stuff now in schools, but one of my favorite poems, and I still remember it, was My Shadow by Robert Louis Stevenson. I cannot remember it all, but Mrs. White was good at getting us to get up in front of the class. I never liked that. So if anybody with Fourth Baptist Christian School is watching us, Mrs. White was amazing, but I'll tell you what, she had us get up in front of the class to memorize this poem. I'm going to read My Shadow by Robert Louis Stevenson. The source is the Golden Book of Poetry of 1947. So that tells you how long ago this was. So here goes. I had a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and I'm going to put it down this way so I can read it. And what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not at all like proper children, which is always very slow, for he sometimes shoots up taller like an Indian rubber ball, and he sometimes goes so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play, and can only make a fool of me in every sort of way. He says he stays so close beside me. He's a coward, you can see. I'd think shame to stick to nursery as that shadow sticks to me. One morning very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. We memorized that poem, and of course I don't remember it all, but I think the part I remember most is bouncing like an Indian rubber ball. But you know what? Fourth Baptist Christian School was important to me, and I did it was from kindergarten through fourth grade. And so if you're interested in maybe that's important to you and the areas that you're thinking about moving, so I'll post a link down below the video about the private schools in Grayson County. So thank you for being part of our lives and listening to me read the poem and make some little errors. But, poetry is important to me. I really enjoy it, actually. I like reading, and I like some of the old things. It was Robert Louis Stevenson. That's a long time ago. 1947 is a long time ago. It was actually before I was even born. A long time before I was born, actually. So, anyways, private schools in Grayson County. Thank you for being part of our lives. And we're here to help you. Thanks again, and remember to spread the joy and smile, and remember how important you are to us. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon.